Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Baylor Bears offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
The play-action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So SMU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on the island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him.
There he goes. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Mustangs are marching down the field. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Snaps it in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got the first down himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. First play of the period will be a second down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's caught. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Got a little space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete in the middle. Turning it on. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. After that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's strong. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick release by the QB. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
And I love love that this offense stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Richard. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. And down he goes back at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. The defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness we still had a little space there.
He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, better look out. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Finds his tight end. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richard. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the right. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays?
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Peters. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Looking for the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Give to the fullback. Touchdown, Mustangs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and he's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Back has it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Defense dropping into soft coverage. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Hand off from the shotgun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He'll call for the fair catch here. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it skips.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Bears! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UTEP is in front. They've owned the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over Utah State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
Wide open spaces. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds this big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Baylor!
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You've got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least to get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute.
Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He wants to throw it. Using the quick game. He's into the end zone for the 2, and the lead is now at 16. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the outlet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB sliced the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense has it with really good field position. Might be calling a hot route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Looking left. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Motion from the wideout. They'll throw on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! And the pummeling has started. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.